All right, Assalamu alaikum. And it must be Ramadan, huh? I was waiting a whole year to say that. Happy Ramadan, Ramadan Mubarak to everyone. May Allah bless each and every one of you. We ask Allah to let us see the entire month of Ramadan, many more Ramadans to come, and every Ramadan gets better than the previous one. Ameen. Please say Ameen. The fundraisers are going to be starting very soon. We waited the whole year. Don't worry, they're coming. But I just want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you. Some of you are coming from very far places, and I greatly appreciate that to be here at home with your family at IFC. So we're going to kick things off in shortly, in a minute or two. This is our this is our of course coffee with the Shaykh. Our last session before, of course, we transition on the new timing. So this is the open question answer session, particularly being that Ramadan is starting. It's already started. So if you have any questions at all, now is the time to ask. We've been doing this for about a month leading up to this, just to make sure everyone's comfortable, specifically our new Muslim family, so that when we get to this point, the kickoff, if you will, the first night, we are ready to go. And listen, we still might have questions. That's perfectly fine. So make sure to ask it today if you don't mind. Number two, just as a reminder, we have our Ramadan planners there in the back. This is for the whole community, specifically for our new Muslim community, so that you can document your first Ramadan, your second Ramadan, your third Ramadan, whatever it might be, so that you don't look back in 10 years and say, you know what, I think my Ramadan was like this, my first one was like this. No. You can actually document it right now, right? So again, all the proceeds for that go back to the Dawah New Muslim program so we can do more. So again, make sure to see our sisters in the back. The planners are there. And number two, the Ramadan gift boxes are there as well in a form of da'wah or inviting people to Islam. We've made these really nice gift boxes where you can purchase and then give it as a gift to your non-Muslim neighbors and co-workers and family and friends, etc. Right? So again, all those proceeds go back to your own Da'wah New Muslim program. So please take advantage of it. See our sisters in the back. Coffee and tea and all that good stuff is here as well. We are blessed. We are here with our dear Shaykh Jibreel Speight. For some of you, if you don't know Shaykh Jibreel Speight, if this is your first time here, Shaykh Jibreel has been in the trenches with us here for a number of years, right? He himself embraced Islam many, many, many years ago. I like to mention that because he has the best of both worlds in that he embraced Islam many years ago, and he has extensive scholarship. He studied and lived abroad in Mecca, Saudi Arabia for about 20 years, if I'm not mistaken. He is currently the director of Muslim Life and Educational Chaplain at Chapman University. So we are blessed and honored and privileged, Ya Shaykh, to have you here with us. May Allah reward you and bless you for sacrificing your Friday, but you're at home. This is your home here at ISC. So thank you so much. We'll start off as we do with a short reminder for a few minutes, and then we're going to get over to the question. If you have any questions at all, just raise your hand. I'll come around with the microphone and you can ask your questions there. Again, Ramadan Mubarak, happy Ramadan to everyone. Remember tonight, the first Taraweeh, the first night prayer will start at 8 p.m. We'll pray Isha, the number 5 prayer, 8 p.m. We will start right after, approximately 8:15 p.m. So since you're here, if I was you, I wouldn't leave simply because the parking lot will be full. It's the first night. People are excited naturally, and one should be. And so if you leave, you might not have a parking spot. So if you're here and you're parked, just hang tight and stay with us. Sheikh Jibreel, may Allah bless you and reward you. The floor is all yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sister. In the name of Allah, the Lord of mercy, the bestower of mercy, praise and thanks only belong to Him. And may peace and blessings be set upon the one who has been sent as a mercy to all of creation, our leader and our prophet Muhammad, and upon his family, his companions, and those that follow them excellently until the day of recompense. Today, I gave a sermon at Chapman University, and it was there that I covered the 50th chapter, verses 16 to 22. And there were 4 lessons that one can learn. Those verses, 16 to 22, first begins with the eternal creator informing humanity that he has created humanity and that he knows what is whispered in the soul of every person. And that the eternal creator also said that he is closer to us than our jugular vein. And the jugular vein is here If it were cut, you're no longer able to live. And the point of that verse is to indicate that the Almighty, the eternal creator, the necessary one that has created and sustains everything, is informing humanity that he is extremely close, not literally, but via his knowledge, his mercy, his wisdom, etc. So if you want me to give you some reminder, I would advise you, number one, to know that your Lord is close to you. And if this is your first time embracing, or rather entering to the 9th month of the Muslim calendar called Ramadan, then you should really take advantage of asking Allah for whatever you want because he's close to you. Second thing within those verses was discussing about angels, and that there is an angel on the right of us and an angel on the left of us. The angel on the right of us records all of our righteous and good deeds, whereas the angel on the left records our evil deeds. Here's the situation. In a narration by the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, I'll mention two. One of them is that the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, mentioned that whomever performs a good deed, then that individual will have that good deed written for that person minimum 10 times. In other words, 10 rewards. So if you do a good deed, that angel on the right immediately writes the good deed that you did. And Allah will command the angel to keep writing the number of rewards, minimum 10, maybe up to 700, maybe even more than that. However, the angel on the left, the angel on the left that records our evil deeds does not immediately write our evil deeds. It waits and waits to see if the person is going to regret and ask Allah for forgiveness. If the person does that, then the angel doesn't write it out. However, if the person does not, amen. If the person does not, what's up with the wire? Okay, thank you. If the person does not, thank you. If the person does not express regret and doesn't ask Allah for forgiveness, then the angel writes down one evil deed. So you have a golden opportunity on your hands. The second thing, as my advice for Ramadan, is to have good thoughts and good feelings about the one that created you and gave you the light to understand what your life is supposed to be about, which is to be the humble servant of the eternal creator and to be his ambassador for humanity. In addition to that, to think well of Allah from the standpoint that you've been granted an opportunity to be a winner and not a loser. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So those are the two things I would encourage. Thirdly is in those 6 verses that we mentioned is the importance of thinking about death. I know that sounds a bit sad because everybody's happy about Ramadan. Let me tell you something. I lived in Mecca for nearly 20 years. I remember every time I went to the Holy Mosque, I remember me going there almost every single obligatory prayer. There was an announcement of a funeral prayer about to take place from an infant all the way up to an old person. So it was something that was very much ingrained in us, that you're not guaranteed not even a minute. So take advantage of your time, whatever that's going to be, because honestly, you don't know if you're going to live the next day. That should not be taken metaphorically. That's real. Okay, so those are 3 things that I would encourage you to think about as you are moving forward as a Muslim, new Muslim, or recapturing your Islam and entering this beautiful month of Ramadan. We ask Allah, the Most High, the generous and the gracious, to grant us the best Ramadan we've ever experienced in our life. Ameen. Now,
Sheikh Jibreel Speight, may Allah bless you, reward you,
Ameen.
appreciate it. So let's open it up for the questions. Again, our preferences for our brothers and sisters that are new to Islam or guests that are visiting us from other faiths. If you have a question, please raise your hand. I'll come around with the mic and we will fire away. Please take advantage of this opportunity. Please take advantage of this opportunity. Yes. And again, I would just like, if it's okay, just so we get to know one another, if you can just introduce yourself. And if you're new to Islam or how long it's been, if you could just mention that as well.
Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My question is about fasting and menstruation. Is it permissible to continue to fast even though you have the option of not to fast because of your menstruation? Do you get anything? Does it even count?
You're asking if a person, can a person, when I say the P, it just stops. Okay, maybe it's just, I got to be gentle with the P. So you're asking about fasting while menstruating? Huh?
Yes.
All right. We have in the Holy Quran, and we also, we have the prophetic tradition from the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, indicating that a woman is not allowed to fast while she's on her menstruation, whether it be an obligatory fast like Ramadan or a non-obligatory fast. Wait a minute, let me continue. Now, in the Holy Quran, once you go back and read the second chapter, you find the 5 or 6 verses, I forgot right now, dealing with fasting. Scholars of Islam, starting with the companions who witnessed the revelation sent down to the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. It was mentioned that for those who are sick on the journey. Some scholars have said that menstruation is like sickness, and thus when someone's in that condition, the person doesn't fast. But we have a clear prophetic tradition that clearly shows when the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, was addressing his wives. One of them was experiencing menstruation, and he told her, "Don't fast. Make them up another time. Make them up another time." When do I make them up? After Ramadan ends. Now, see, this is something that for the sisters primarily, but this could be for brothers as well, but this is really more for the women. Look here. If you are in your menstruation cycle during Ramadan and you can't fast, that don't stop you from doing righteous deeds. You could prepare food. If you're married, you can prepare food for your family, both for the pre-dawn meal and for breaking the fast. You still have an opportunity to make supplication. You still can do that. And according to some scholars, you can still read the Quran if you can read the Arabic. If you can't, you can listen. You still listen to the Quran. That's an act of worship as well. You get all those beautiful good deeds for you. So a physical situation that your Lord created you and commanded you to experience, he gave you other opportunities to reap the rewards. In fact, if you make dinner, that is to say the sunset meal for your family or your friend who's a Muslim or some other people, right? You make that meal and they eat just a small portion of that, you get the reward of their fast as well, and there's no decrease in either one. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? All right, next question. And Allah knows best. We always want to say that as well. Allah knows best.
Questions?
Any brothers? We want to go TikTok or flip-flop, whatever we want to go. Back and forth. Huh? Any brothers? You got
Pressure's on to the brothers. Let's go.
Yes, no. All right. Back over to the sisters. 3, 2, 1. The sister right here in the green, she got a question.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون من هم الذين من قبلكم
أنا ما سامع. عادي لو سمحت.
الآية بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
تمام.
من هم من قبلكم؟
Okay. The sister quoted an ayah, the first ayah of the of the verses. The verses ayah means verse. She quoted the first verse that talks about fasting. Believers, fasting has been prescribed or made obligatory upon you, just like it was made obligatory upon the people before you. Perchance you would have or obtained piety and fear of God. She wants to know who are the people that are before the followers of Muhammad, the son of Abdullah, the final messenger of Islam. Peace and blessings be upon him. According to the companions who witnessed the revelation, they said it refers to the Jews and the Christians. It refers to the Jews and the Christians. That is to say, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made fasting obligatory upon the Jews and Christians. بالعربي إن الله تعالى كتب الصيام على أهل الكتاب يعني اليهود والنصارى. نعم. والله أعلم. And Allah knows best.
I'm fasting 2 days a week and Layal will. Yesterday I'm fasting. Is okay for before we say okay. قلت لك بالعربي. أنا بصوم اثنين وخميس والليالي البيض. أمس كنت صايمة. Is okay for رمضان بيقولوا ما تقابلوا رمضان وأنت صايم. فأنا امبارح كنت صايمة. Is okay.
طيب صوتك منقطع. ما سامع.
أمس كنت صايمة. بصوم الاثنين والخميس والليالي البيض. فهل it's okay because بيقول مرات بيقولوا قبل رمضان بيوم أو يومين أو 3 يوم ما تكون قبل رمضان وأنت صايم.
واحد يصوم يوم الاثنين ويوم الخميس كده؟
لا أنا صايمة يعني أمس كنت صايمة. يعني بقول لك قبل رمضان ما يدخل أنت قبل رمضان ما يدخل قبل يومين أو 3 أيام. It's okay أنا كنت صايمة أمس.
طيب, can somebody help me out with maybe it's probably my hearing on Asif. I can't, I'm sorry, I can't really hear very well with regard. I don't understand the question. It's not clear.
Okay, so she's saying that yesterday she was fasting. Okay. She's asking, is it okay for her to fast tomorrow as well? So she typically fasts every Monday and Thursday. Okay, as well as Ayyam al-Bid as well. So she's asking, is it okay for her to also fast tomorrow, since tomorrow is Ramadan?
طيب, the sister wants to know. طيب يا أختي, يعني غدا صيام فريضة. Tomorrow is the obligatory fasting. فيجب عليك أن تصومي. It's obligatory upon you to fast شهر رمضان. أما صيام يوم الخميس ويوم الاثنين تطوعا, as far as fasting Thursdays and Mondays as a recommended, فهذا لا يدخل في هذا الحكم. لا, that doesn't enter into this ruling الحين right now. لماذا؟ لأنك عليك أن تصومي يوم يوم رمضان. قد دخلتي شهر رمضان. You have not entered into the month of Ramadan. تمام؟ فالصيام التطوع لا يدخل. Recommended fasting does not enter into this. لا. No. Okay? هذا هو. والله أعلم. And Allah knows best.
Now in Spanish, please.
يا ليت.
Well, beautiful, man. May Allah bless you, inshallah. Michael Tran.
I'm about to go head out to work, but I need to ask. Just wondering, for tomorrow Ramadan and everything, since I'm diabetic, can I just do water and my medication instead of and no eating, or do I have to? How does it work?
So the brother is asking a very important question with regards to medical issues in fasting the month of Ramadan. Jade, okay? Which is the following. Oh, Michael, have you spoken to your doctor?
Yeah.
What did he say or she say?
Two, which is
SubhanAllah. May Allah cure you. Ameen. Okay, so the doctor's telling you you can't fast. Yes? Okay, so that's the first thing we want to do. Very important, brothers and sisters, the following is that if you have a medical condition and you're concerned that fasting might impact your health, then you should consult your doctor ASAP, preferably a Muslim doctor, because they understand the nuances of the fasting. That's number one. So if the doctor, in your case, brother, says fast, you cannot fast, then this is what you do. You are exempt from fasting. You are exempt from fasting. Okay? You are exempt from fasting. However, it is highly recommended that you feed a poor person, a Muslim, all right, a meal every day of the month. Okay? Now, how can I do that? One thing you can do is talk to Brother Jamal and see if you can donate some money, all right, each and every day, or monthly, or for the whole month, give it to him, or the mosque here, and they can find people that they can feed, like people here. They can feed people, use that money to feed people who are fasting. Okay, so that is for people who are sick. Once again, if you're sick, like Brother Michael, again, we want to ask Allah cure our brother of his diabetes and hepatitis. In a situation like his, the fasting, the obligation of fasting is lifted. He doesn't fast. However, in replacement of that, he can go ahead. He can feed a poor person each day. Now, he may not be able to find people. So what should he do? What can he do rather? If it costs, think about how much does it cost for a meal for one person? How much? $10? I don't know. How much does it cost, brother? $5 for a meal, just a regular meal, nothing fancy. I don't know, chicken, rice, salad. I don't know what. A person? A day? Nah, man. No. Just one meal. I'm not talking about breakfast. One, like dinner, just dinner. How much is dinner? Nah, man. Ain't no $30, man. Nah, man. If you go to shawarma house, man, that costs you like $10, man, for a shawarma plate. Huh? That ain't $30, man. We get $30 for mashallah. All right, look here, man. Look here. All right, listen. If it's $30, that's $900, man. That's for 30 days. All right, that's a lot of money. Okay. My point being is that I don't think it's $30 for one meal for a day. Just one. The steakhouse, huh? I love steak too, by the way, but my point is that it's probably less than that. I would say more like $10 to $15 probably. Multiply that times 30. Okay. All right. Multiply it times 30. Okay. And then take that amount of money, give it to the mosque. Say this is for the entire month of Ramadan. I can't fast. I want this money to be used to feed people who are fasting. Okay. And you're good. All right. And you get rewarded for that too. Okay. All right. May Allah help you. May Allah protect you. Ameen.
Thank you so much. Some questions here online. Oh, sorry.
Bismillah. Fadda.
All right. First question here. First question here from our brother George. Assalamu alaikum wa Ramadan Mubarak. I'm the only Muslim in my household. My parents don't really know much about Islam. Any recommendations on how to introduce Islam to them without overwhelming them?
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah, and may Allah bless you in your Ramadan as well. They don't know that he's Muslim?
He didn't state that. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, they're gonna find out eventually. So this is what you do, man. Just sit down and have a conversation with them. Probably one of the best ways to talk about Islam is to have them listen to your story as to why you decided that Islam is the right way of life for you. All right. Once again, probably one of the better ways to introduce Islam is to just talk about your story. When you talk about your story, be very gentle if it's going to lead to criticizing other religions. You don't want to go through all that because then you might get into a debate. But what you can do is just talk about who you are and what led you to at least thinking about being a Muslim and then ultimately becoming a Muslim. Most family members, at least from my experience, I don't have any data or anything like that. Many family members, if they just simply hear about your story, they appreciate that more. And then after that, the questions will come after that, perhaps to either assist you or some other thing. But try that. Inshallah ta'ala, Allah willing, that will be something very beneficial, not just for them, but for you to remind yourself why you became Muslim, and Allah knows best. Another question online?
Yes, sir. One more here. And Assalamu alaikum. I'm 8 months pregnant and won't be able to fast. Can I pay the fidya or do I also need to make it up? And if you can just, of course, define that for us, Shaykh.
With the sister situation, because she is pregnant, mashallah. First, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mashallah. You're about to have your baby. We ask Allah to bless you with a beautiful baby, a righteous baby, and that may Allah protect you and grant you ease in your delivery. Ameen. Now, as far as the situation for a pregnant woman is concerned, since you are not able to, you can delay. You can make up your days of fasting after you have your pregnancy and after you go through your post-delivery bleeding. Then you can make up your days of fasting after that. And Allah, the Most High, knows best. Listen, in those passages talking about fasting in the 2nd chapter, there is a very beautiful sentence everybody needs to memorize. And I'll translate it for you. يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْيُسْرَ وَلَا يُرِيدُ بِكُمْ الْعُسْرَ. Allah constantly wants ease for you. He constantly does not want hardship for you. Next question.
Again, everybody online, just want to welcome everyone. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. We'll come back here on site on the floor. Albert had a question. I'll come back to Catherine. Says Catherine.
Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Due to like my change of character, my mother has been interested in doing Ramadan this year. She is a Christian, and I was just wondering if she's allowed
to fast.
Yeah, this Ramadan.
Why not?
As a Christian woman, she's allowed.
I mean, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, she's a Christian.
That's just my question.
That's it. Yeah, go ahead and do it. Tell her, look, Ma, you know in the Quran, right? It says that fasting is obligatory upon us, just like the people before us. Talking about the Christians and the Jews. You Christian? Yes. Then what's up?
Thank you, Shaykh.
And of course, Albert, anytime she's ready and available and comfortable, please bring her here. We'll be more than happy. And again, that invitation, of course, as everyone knows, is for everyone. Any family members, usually in Ramadan we get a spike of interest in Islamic Sharia, which is beautiful. And so we're ready, inshallah, God willing. So if you have family members or friends or co-workers that are interested, they want to come, please let us know so we can go ahead and coordinate that. It can't be for Fast with Muslims, so I'm sorry. It was completely full, but it will be for another day within this month, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I have like a two-part question. The first part of it is, are we allowed to pray along with a live streaming of a Tarawih prayer?
Somebody wants to pray live stream, like for example, praying with the imams at the haram, at the sacred mosque, for example, or something of that nature. No.
Okay.
You're not allowed to do that. Why? Why? Because the imam has to be live and direct, like here with us, okay? So you follow the imam of your mosque, of your local mosque, not on TV.
Okay.
And Allah knows best. By the way, and the reason being is because the Prophet, excuse me for cutting you off, I appreciate your patience. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said that the imam, indeed the imam has only been, they go to pee again. Indeed, the imam has been placed for the purpose of being followed. So do not differ with him. Now, what's understood from that is the actual living imam of the mosque that you're praying with. Now, the only exception would be the following: if you are inside of a mosque and there's a sisters section, okay? However, different than what you have here at this mosque, where you can see the people, the brothers and the imam do the movements, or above, up top, as some mosques are. If you're in a situation where there's a TV screen, then you can follow imam in that situation. Why? Because it's inside the exact same mosque. That's why. Otherwise, no. And Allah knows best.
And so that leads me to my second question, which is, let's say if we decide to pray at home, but we don't know how to read the Arabic version of the Quran, can we still pray Tarawih holding an English version and reading that out loud?
Does the person know Fatiha, the first chapter of the Quran?
Does it include that?
Yes.
Well, you would recite your Fatiha in Arabic and then pick up a English translation of the Quran to read from.
Got it. I take the position that no. The only thing that the person would do is read al-Fatiha in the Arabic. I'm going to tell you why. Because the Quran was revealed in that particular language, that's why. And so one of the objectives of Ramadan is to recite the Quran in prayer. Recitation of the Quran in prayer is in the Arabic language. So then what should I do? Well, if you want to pray at home, you will read Al-Fatiha only. You do your prayers accordingly. And then after that, you can sit and you can read the English translation for contemplation and other things. And Allah knows best. I think that is the stronger approach, and that's the stronger way of looking at it. This is not a dissuasion from people. Rather, it is an encouragement for people to learn more of the Quran if they can, inshallah.
Okay, sorry, one more follow-up. But we are allowed to hold a translation during Tarawih if we are in the masjid, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If a person has an app like the Quran.com app or whatever app that you use, you'll notice they have the Arabic and then they have the English translation. Like, just follow along with the English translation. You can carry it with your phone on one condition. On one condition. On one condition. Turn off your notifications. I'm dead serious. Y'all think I'm tripping. I'm serious. Turn off your notifications. Turn them off. Put on disable and not enable. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? I mean, imagine that, bro. Somebody reading that, you know, alhamdulillah, alif lam mim, dhalika al-kitab la rayba fihi. Instagram. Come on, man. What you doing, man? Cut off that stuff right now. So who gonna be praying here tonight holding the app? Raise your hand. Now, let me see. Let me see them hands. Who gonna be doing it? Who gonna be doing it? All right. What y'all waiting on right now? Right now. Now. Y'all think I'm tripping. Disable now. NOW.
Speaking of that, I do know that there is an app called Tartil, and so this app will pick up the recitation, and then it'll translate it in real time for you.
How you spell that?
Anybody.
How you spell that?
Tartil is TARTEEL.
All right, y'all got that. So use that one. Does it kill the that may not be the best choice of words. Does it disable notifications?
If you put your phone on airplane mode, I think it should still work.
Lord, but see, she's trying to get around. She don't want to do all the disable. I just want to do airplane mode or whatever. Okay, that's cool. Whatever you got to do, whatever. No notifications. None. I'll talk about you in the khutbah if you do that too.
So that was Tartil, TARTEEL. Perfect.
Yeah.
And so it picks up what the imam is reciting and the verses. Amazing.
That's
Excellent.
dope. I like that. That's dope. MashaAllah.
Sheikhna,
What's
two
up?
questions to Sister Catherine. Number one, if they pick up the transliteration, is that okay? Not the translation, the transliteration.
No transliteration, folks. No. I never forget. Now I got to get personal. I never forget.
That's why I'm asking the question. I wanted to.
I never forget. Look here. I accepted Islam in the month of Ramadan, number one. First of all, alhamdulillah. I praise Allah for that. It's been 30 years now, or a little bit more than 30 years. I think. I forgot. Anyways, my first couple of years, I was Muslim, and I don't eat pork, and I pray, and I fast. That was it. That was my get down. And then I relocated to another part of America. I accepted Islam in North Carolina. And I relocated to the Massachusetts area, working as an engineer. Ooh, mashallah. Then I went to a mosque, and all I knew was Fatiha, the first chapter of the Quran, and the last 3 chapters of the Quran. That's all I pretty much knew. So one day, I happened to see some chapters, right? They had the Arabic. They actually had this print. This is a Pakistani print. Okay. They had that print, and then they had the English translation. Then they had the transliteration, right? And so here I am following the transliteration. Okay. You may think, okay, I'm good. But see, there's a problem. Pronunciation of letters is part of the learning of the Quran. Wherein, if you're not careful, if you mispronounce a letter, you can change the whole sentence, and then you might be reciting something that actually means disbelief. You understand? So you got to be very careful about that. That's why you need to have a teacher who can look at you and correct you and say, you don't say, well, a zaleen, for example. You say, well, a daleen, for example. Or whatever. You understand? Things of that nature. This is why this is the only thing. This is one of the few, the Quran, as far as if you want to learn the Arabic. And by the way, don't be telling me you can't do it. That's a lie. I ain't trying to hear that. All right? The proof of that is that you sought Islam. All right? You look for it. You found it. Allah gave it to you. Same thing when it comes to the Quran. If you want to recite it in Arabic eventually, little by little, step by step, if you want it, Allah give it to you. Inshallah, Allah willing. Got to trust me on that. Anyways, I do not recommend anybody using transliteration whatsoever. No, absolutely not. Because chances are you're going to jam up the meeting and then you don't want that happening to you. And Allah knows best. What's the next question?
Yes, sir. Next question, just to Sister Catherine's point. If somebody only knows Surah Al-Fatiha, chapter 1 of the Quran, and they want to at home, by themselves elongate or have a long prayer, can they just keep reciting chapter 1?
Absolutely, sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. And the evidence of, yes, they can do so. Because the first chapter is considered the greatest chapter in the Quran. It's the greatest chapter in the Quran. So if you want to repeat the chapter over and over and over again in one unit or rak'ah of prayer, then go right ahead. You are applying and you're reciting the greatest chapter in the Quran. Fantastic. That's good for you. Oh.
Brother Said, questions? We got a few minutes, inshallah.
Brother right here got a question. Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My name is Brother Darren. I have a question about fasting, specifically the suhoor meal before dawn.
The suhoor meal, the pre-dawn meal before dawn. Gotcha.
Yes. So is it required to start your fast before the Fajr prayer? Or are you allowed to have suhoor as long as it is before dawn?
Okay, this is what we do. Now that we know that we have entered the first of Ramadan. Remember now, night and then day. That's how it works. Night first and then day. Okay, night first and then day. So sunset tomorrow will be the second of Ramadan. Okay, sunset after that will be the third, etc., etc., etc. Okay, we have now entered into the first of Ramadan. Everybody happy, beautiful, fantastic. What do I do now? Well, what you do, you'll pray your obligatory night prayer. Got it. Then you pray your recommended additional prayers called Tarawih. All right, which literally means to take a break. That's because literally after 4 units of prayer, the companions used to take a break, a small break, and then they would get up and continue their prayer. Metaphorically, because your soul and your spirit is going through a journey of hearing the Quran as if it's going through a break. Okay, beautiful. So then you finish that prayer and you go home. All right. What do I do then? You should somewhere before dawn, make sure that you've established your intention to fast the month of Ramadan. This is the night that you do that. You establish your intention to fast between dawn and sunset, not sunrise and sunset. That's a mistake. Between dawn and sunset, that you're going to be fasting Ramadan, okay? It is sufficient that you only make your intention tonight. You don't have to do it every night. You do not have to do it every night. All right. The dawn prayer is approximately 20 after 5. Cool. I'm going to get up. You married? All right. You cook, don't you? MashaAllah. What you cook, brother?
Everything.
Allahu Akbar. Inshallah. Where you live, man? So
I need a grill.
Oh, mashallah, you one of them type of cats. I like you. I like that. Mashallah. All right. So you get up around, I don't know, you get up about 2 hours. What? Let's say 2 hours before, just as an example. I'm gonna get up 2 hours before, man. I'm gonna bang it in, man. What's your favorite meal, brother?
Probably brisket.
Brisket? All right, let's assume you're gonna make a brisket.
Okay. For a quick meal, steak and veggies.
Oh my goodness, mashallah. Yo, you and me, we gotta get down, brother. I gotta come see you, man. All right, so you gonna make you like a medium rare, well done? Talk to me.
Medium rare.
Allahu Akbar. Yeah, man, my man. All right, so he gonna make himself a medium rare ribeye or T-bone or what? What you gonna do over there?
Just whatever. I'm not an elitist.
All right, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Do you? You just gonna do you. All right, I'm gonna take whatever New York strip, whatever, man. I'm gonna do that joint. All right. 2 hours before dawn, I'm gonna cook this thing. Take me about, I don't know how long it's gonna take you to do that. How long it take you to do all that? Steak and the veggie. How long it take you to do it?
45 minutes, an hour, probably.
Beautiful. All right, 45 minutes, an hour. Boom. I'm gonna take my time about an hour. Now you got 1 hour left. You sit down. You got your knife, your fork, steak sauce, whatever. In the name of Allah, Bismillah, you just start eating, enjoying the food and everything. And while you're doing that, Allah is bringing down the blessings, because the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said that I encourage you to eat a pre-dawn meal, because in it exists blessings. All right. Another prophetic tradition. The difference between us and the fasting of the Jews and Christians is that we eat a pre-dawn meal. Okay. So you eating. You got your phone. You got it ready to go. Eating. All right, waiting. Drinking the water, plenty of fluids. This, that, and the third. Always fluids. All right. And I would encourage you, give yourself, stop approximately 5 minutes before. 5 minutes before dawn. For two reasons. One, so your body can start getting to rest from the eating that you had, and also to be safe, to make sure that once it comes in, you're good to go. Okay? And then after that, you're done. You just fast. You don't eat anything, you don't drink anything until sunset. And you do that exact same cycle over and over until we are finished with Ramadan. All right? May Allah make it easy for you and grant you success. Ameen.
Thank you, Shaykh.
You're welcome.
Just got a question here, Sheikh, online.
Yes, sir.
If it's okay.
Yes, sir.
Question here is, I watched a video that said Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist, but in the Quran it states that Jesus was one of the messengers of Allah. How does baptism fit the Islamic perspective of Jesus?
We don't do baptism. That's the short answer. We don't do baptism. That's it. Yeah.
Is it okay to explain just the concept of what baptism is for those that might not know?
Where are my former Christians at? Who used to be Christian? And 1, 2, okay. All right. And over here as well, huh? Okay. Concept of baptism is what? What's the concept of baptism? I see you. Huh? Very good. All right. The idea is very simple, is that you have sins. You get bathed by a pastor who leads you through that, and the water bathes you to be cleansed of the sins. Okay, that's the idea of baptism in a nutshell. In a nutshell, doing that in the name of Jesus Christ. Doing that in the name of Jesus Christ, their Lord and Savior. All right. Now, we do not do that. Water is a means of purification for sure. When we do ablution and when we do a total bath, absolutely. But that's not done in the sense of we have a boatload of sins and we need to cleanse ourselves via water in the name of Jesus. No. Whenever we do ablution or whenever we take a total bath, for whatever reason we have to take a total bath, it's in the name of the eternal creator, the one that created Jesus, God, Allah. No. That's it.
All right, perfect. That leads us to the end of our session. For some announcements, please give it up for our dear Shaykh Jibreel Speight. Let's get a loud Allahu Akbar on 3 if it's okay with everyone. 1, 2, 3. Allahu Akbar. Allah bless each and every one of you. Shaykh Jibreel, it's always honor, privilege to have you here with us. Thank you for simplifying it. And I think, and I can't stress to you again how important these sessions are. I keep saying this week in and week out, but today's a great reminder for something like that. So, Shaykh Jibreel, thank you so much. If I can just have everyone's attention, please just give me a few minutes. Everyone give me a few minutes. Some important announcements just to make sure we're all on the same page. So please, just a few minutes. Number one, shout out to my man Francisco. He was translating today from English to Spanish. So Francisco, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Again, Ramadan Mubarak, happy Ramadan to everyone. Of course, today is the first night. We are in the month of Ramadan, the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar. So you made it. Alhamdulillah. You made it. But we got to make it through the month. You got to make it through the month. So again, look, it's like a mountain. You see it high, but we're going to climb it by the permission of Allah together as a family. Okay. So please make sure you're staying connected with us. Number 1, the Isha prayer, the number 5 prayer, 8 p.m. tonight. So you're already here. Just stay here. It's going to be a full house. I wouldn't leave unless, of course, you have to get to work or you have to leave. But if you're here, please enjoy with us the Taraweeh prayer, which is the special night prayer that we do. That's going to, so Isha, 8 o'clock, right? The night, the number 5 prayer. About 8:15, we'll start the night prayer, the Taraweeh prayer, okay? It'll go for about like an hour or so with some breaks. Now remember, it's optional. It's not mandatory. So don't burn yourself out the first few days of Ramadan because this happens a lot, right? Or it tends to happen. So please take it nice and easy. What I would recommend if you're praying, also take a break. Sit down. Just listen to the recitation of the Quran. As how Shaykh Jibreel said, you're in state of ibadah, worship as well. So it's fine. It'll be packed. So just find a nice spot where you can sit down, listen to the recitation, take a break. And should you want to continue after that, Bismillah, go ahead and do that as well. So again, don't make it hard on yourself. Enjoy it, right? Enjoy the recitation of the Quran. That's number 1. Okay, number 2, just a reminder, our Ramadan planners and the gift boxes are in the back. Please support your Da'wah New Muslim program. These Ramadan planners are very important. Day 1, you document what you did. Day 2, day 3. One of the things I heard a lot and I hear a lot is when somebody embraces Islam, 5-10 years later, they will say, I think my first Ramadan was like this. I think. You don't have to have the I think anymore. Everything is documented and good to go. So please, again, all the proceeds, again, go back to your Da'wah New Muslim program. So those for the planners, the Ramadan gift boxes as well. We are selling them there so that you will purchase it and you will give it as a gift to your non-Muslim neighbors and co-workers and family members and friends, etc. A great way to introduce Islam. The question we had online, this also is a great way to start that discussion. So again, please don't leave without purchasing a few and supporting the program here as well, please. The other question here, the other point, fast with the Muslim. I want to thank each and every one of you, including Shaykh Jibreel. All of you guys did your part of conveying this message of encouraging non-Muslims to come to the mosque. And because of that, by Allah's permission alone, we hit capacity well over 250 guests. So this is the largest, Allahu Akbar. This is the largest fast with the Muslim that we've had, that we're having. So all of the events that we're doing, year in and year out, are getting more and more in terms of attendance, which is a huge blessing. So again, please forgive me for those that are asking to get in as either a volunteer or guest. We're completely full. That's why we were pushing this for almost 1 month, right? So again, when I say we can't have anyone else come in, please forgive me. We just don't have space. We're just trying to figure out where we're going to put 300 people, right? So just make dua, it's Ramadan, make dua, but inshallah it'll work. But again, we're completely full. But if you are coming, if you already registered and you got the confirmation, you're good to go. But because of that, this Sunday, there's no class. This Sunday, our one-on-one class, there's no class because of this event. But we will live stream it. So you can, of course, watch the live stream. We'll drop that link pretty soon. A little donation box. So please help us offset our expenses. The month of Ramadan also is the month of giving. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was the most generous in this month. So if you can, help us out. Scan the QR code or you can drop something. That'll be great. And then lastly, we're blessed to have a number of people that are joining us, right, for the first time, and today's no exception. I see some of you, and I don't think I recognize you, so please forgive me, but somebody that I don't recognize, but I kind of recognize, and their first time here at the mosque is Cody, my man Cody. Cody, please raise your hand. It's Cody's first time here at the mosque. So he's checking things out. He was actually referred to this masjid in our program by another new Muslim within our community. And how beautiful that is that they're already starting to do the work of da'wah or inviting people to Islam, right? So Cody, welcome to the community. Brothers, make sure to welcome and embrace our brother as well. And that will be it for the announcements. If I'm leaving anything out, please let me know. Yes, I see you for. Thank you so much. We do have to put the tables and chairs away. Yes, Shaykh Jibreel.
Look, I got a shameless plug, man. Can I do a shameless plug? Listen.
No shame at all.
At Chapman University, there's a campus, there are 4 campus iftars. I'm going to send you out a flyer with a QR code. So on March the 4th, 11th, the 17th, and the 20th. If you RSVP, you're most welcome to come. Okay? That's it. That's my shameless plug.
What's my commission in this year, Shaykh?
Oh, man, you don't get
the reward.
You don't get nothing, bro. I mean, it's okay.
Can I come?
Of course you can come.
Please make sure to support Shaykh Jibreel and the Chapman program there. And they're doing a great job on campus, man. We have a lot of students year in and year out for our programs that come from Chapman University. So all the students from different universities, please make sure as soon as I get that information, I will send that out to everyone. Again, may Allah bless each and every one of you. Please hang tight tonight. Enjoy your first night of Ramadan. Now listen, just take it nice and easy though, please. Don't burn yourself out by trying to do all night. Just take it nice and easy, one step at a time. Help me out with the tables and chairs, please. We have to put them on the racks. Also, I need a few brothers to bring the tables from the Montessori area into the MPR as well. If I can have, again, 3 sisters maybe helping us out in the kitchen as well. Don't forget the planners and gift boxes in the back. May Allah bless you. 8 p.m. we start. In 30 minutes we start, inshallah, God willing. Assalamu alaikum.